Hi there, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm doing an eyeshadow bingo in this video. I did a ColourPop eyeshadow bingo a couple weeks ago and people really seemed to like it. I had a lot of fun with it because you don't know what look you're going to come up with because you don't know what shadows you're going to be working with until right before you start. I did a poll a while ago. I asked if you wanted to see my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows, my Tarte eyeshadows, or my Urban Decay eyeshadows next. And the majority of people voted Urban Decay, so that's what we're going to be playing with today. I have 33 shades, 2 palettes. The first one is the Urban Decay Naked palette. This one has a lot of pinks and grays. And then we have a very colorful palette. This is the Born to Run. Lots of options here, so I hope I get a cohesive but still fun and colorful palette to work with. I'm going to use the Pretty Random app, making my options 1, 2, 33, and I'm just going to pick one at a time and slowly build a palette, and maybe after like 3 to 5 shades I'll stop, depending on what the colors I'm getting are. The first shade I'm picking is number 14. That's from the Born to Run palette, and it is the shade Wonderlust. Yes! Okay. This is that green shade right there. Gorgeous. I cannot wait to create a look with that shade. Hopefully the next shades I pick will go well with that. The next one is number 24. That's from the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. Burnout is this like satiny pink shade right here. Alright, maybe because it isn't like a full-on metallic shade, maybe I can use that as a transition. So far so good. Let's pick another one. We've got 18. I think that's also going to be, whew, okay. That's also from the Born to Run palette, and it's the shade Jet, which is that black, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's this matte black shade right here. We're gonna go for a smokier look today. Let me pick one more and see what we get. The shade is 17, which is Double Life from the Born to Run palette. Okay, Double Life is the copper shade right here. Let me swatch these on my hand and see if I want to pick another shade. Alright, so those are the 4 colors I'm working with. I kind of want to get one more just because I just want to test my luck. Okay, the last one is number 31, and that is from the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. It's the shade Mugshot, which I actually just used this shade yesterday. It's a really pretty like taupey brown. It's got a little bit of a satin to it. I don't have a lot of mattes to work with, and I do have a lot of darker colors, but I think we could create something fun with this. To prime my lids, I do have the ABH eye primer on, and then I did set my crease a little bit with this Breakaway shade. It's just a satin cream color. I have a lot of dark shades here. I don't know what I want to do. I think my mistake was picking one too many shades. I probably should have just started with the 4 because adding that extra deep taupe shade in there, I feel like it's gonna get lost in everything. Let's start with that Burnout color. I'm going to put that in my crease kind of as a transition. I wonder if I should use the black as a base and then put one of the other colors on top. And because I am going to be working with a lot of deeper shades and I don't want too much fallout on my cheeks, I'm going to take my beauty sponge and some loose powder. This is the Hourglass powder, and I'm going to put this under my eyes just to kind of be a barrier, and that way later on I can just easily swipe it off without ruining my makeup underneath. So I'm going to take this flat brush, I'm going to grab that black shade, I'm just gonna go in. This color builds up really nicely. It's not so pigmented that you have to be really careful with it. It builds. I'm gonna grab that Mugshot shade from that Naked 3 palette, and I'm gonna use that in my crease to better blend out the black. I like it with that little bit of pink in the background. I don't know if that's picking up on camera. I'm gonna start with that Double Life shade. I'm gonna get this packer brush, grab a little bit of it, and wet my brush. I'm gonna put that on the inner half. That copper shade's really pretty. I wiped off that brush, and I'm just going to turn it to the other side and do the same thing with that green Wonderlust shade, but I'm going to do that on the outer half. Go back in with that copper shade, Double Life on the other side of the brush, and just kind of back and forth until they mix well on the lid. That looks like an absolute mess on camera, but I'm hoping it looks better once I clean everything up. I'm going to go back in with that Burnout shade, that pinky color, and bring that back in the crease a little, and then in again with Mugshot to deepen it. So now I'm going to grab that loose powder again, put it on a fluffy brush, and hopefully I can just sweep the fallout away. gosh, it worked. That's a relief. Okay, I'm gonna put on some liner and mascara and come back and see if I want to add anything to like the lower lash line. Okay, so to finish off the look, I did some gel liner on my top lash line. This is the waterproof cream color in the shade Jet from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I then put on some mascara. I put on the Mary Luminizer highlighter, and then I put a generous helping of the Buxom Seychelles blush all over my cheeks. And then on my lips, I have Perla by Stila. I really hope you can see on camera the mix of copper and green. I think that looks really pretty. I think the black base really added like a little element of grunge to it. I would have never thought to pair some of these shades together, like the black, the green, and the copper all at once. But I'm glad I have the opportunity to try it because I actually do really like how this look turned out. I'm really growing to love these bingo videos. I think they're so fun and they kind of put me out of my comfort zone and force me to come up with unique combinations and different looks than I'm used to. I hope you enjoyed this look, but in the meantime, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!